And I know that's not familiar.
Yes, based on the cloth itself, normally some of the other things in this room have been like weathered and damaged. This is something that was relatively recent. Someone was here relatively recently.
I rip it off the wall.
You rip it off the wall. Roll a perception, please.
Okay. My hands are shaking. Hold on.
Well, okay.
You got this.
I didn't expect this, did you, Logan?
I always find the feels episodes to join in.
Huh?
To the feels train.
I got a 21 with a 6-point stunt.
That's exactly what you need, Kenna. Attached to the burgundy thing is a small piece of hair. It's a piece of hair.
Right.
Dark hair.
I'll roll that hair up with the piece of cloth and I'll put it away.
Okay.
And then I'll head back to the group.
All right.
But I'm not going to tell them what I found.
Okay. What do you guys do when Kenna returns back from... It looks like she entered into some sort of... What was it, a hut or a cave or a... What was your house? What was it?
It's like a giant cave that overlooks
Okay.
the valley, so she has to come down a ramp and then moves them down.
Yeah, okay. So she's coming out from one of the caves, from a ramp, yeah.
Hallie's pretty much gonna stay put. After Kenna left, she probably found her way like next to Andrea or something. It's just been sticking around.
Esbjorn, by the way, has been surveying actually wandering through the lands and was just sniffing everything and eyeing everything. Has a very morose look on his face, and when Kenna joins the group, he also rejoins the group as well.
How are you feeling?
Like, I got to say goodbye.
That's important.
Yeah. All right, let's go. We've got a lot of things to do today.
Okay.
All right.
When you guys are setting off again, it's actually getting kind of dark, and so you guys will set up camp one more time. You should be able to reach Eagle Reach within at some time relatively soon after you wake up the next morning. Just out of curiosity, have you guys been keeping watch, like during the night? What has been the order of your watches? Just out of curiosity.
Oh.
Kenna's gonna be up for a while, so she can go first.
Okay.
Hallie will I guess be second.
Okay.
Cedric can go whenever.
We can put you third then.
Sure.
And I think you probably should have one more person.
All right.
2 hour watches.
Theo can do fourth then.
As I say, I'd love to, but with my negative in perception, I really don't feel I should.
Right.
Kenna, let's start with you. Roll a perception.
Okay.
Not observant. I'm
That's
sorry.
not what I wanted to do.
Should I, as Lyeldan, should I have approached Kenna to sort of console her about anything? Or
You can if you want to. If you do, then go. Let's do it. That's
Okay.
That's why you're here, Lucky Jack. So let's
Okay.
play. So
All
I'm
right.
sorry. While
You have to watch us.
while Kenna is rolling for her perception, could this happen just before you turn in for bed? Right before.
Sure.
Right before Kenna's about to start her watch, and Lyeldan, if you want to say something to her by the fire, you may.
Sure. I'm sorry about what happened. I know that I was only involved I know that I was involved not of my own accord, but I still feel somewhat responsible for everything that happened.
Esbjorn sort of growls at Lyeldan when he says that.
Esbjorn, be nice. I appreciate that. But it's a blight. What could you have done? You're dead.
But you're not.
But I'm not. Right.
I know that I am still but some dark stranger to a lot of people still. But out of everything that has caused me to come here, find some purpose to move forward, I want you to understand that no one in your party thinks that you're weak. No one should, especially not with what's happened. And that I know and can see that you are going to persevere through this. Many have looked upon me and thought that strength from me comes from my appearance, comes from my build, my physique, and whatnot, from the weapon that I wield. But to me, true strength is knowing how to keep everything together when everyone expects you to fall apart.
So straighten up a bit. I know, you're right. I used to think being alive was bad. That they died and I lived, but I've been starting to change my mind on that.
That is good, then.
I'm going to be strong. I will.
I know you will. Okay, that's it for me. You guys can carry on with your perceptions.
Lyeldan, let me take this time now to ask you a mid-session warm-up question.
Okay.
Oh.
And that is, Lucky Jack, has there ever been a point when Lyeldan regretted the decision that the heroes of Ferelden made at the end of season 1? I know what you decided as a group.
Right.
Seeing a
Good
lot
to
of
know
the
that.
aftermath of a blight that you could have avoided altogether, have you ever felt regret for the choice that your group made?
If anything, that people should be aware that, yeah, at first, I was probably the one differing vote out of everybody, whether or not we should stay or whether or not we should go back to recorrect things.
So given that, do you have any, I guess,
Qualms about it?
qualms about it, knowing that you were the one that disagreed with everybody else?
I feel as though my friends made the choice that they made. They felt that it was best. They had their own, and it's not to devalue or discredit any of their backstories or anything that they had left behind or saw in it. I simply at the time was doing what I thought. I simply at the time was considering what I thought would have been right, which would have been to. I saw that I had caused a problem and could have possibly saved everyone a lot of time and a lot of trouble by simply removing that problem out of the whole blighted future.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't necessarily, I never disliked any of my friends for making their choices. But it is hard, especially given the things that he was permitted to see as the left hand and at times the direct contact that he's made with people such as the Avar now, that he does feel as though things could have been done differently, or if only there was some other way for everything to have worked out that way. But again, better to just accept the decision that was made and try to make the best out of it.
but secretly you wish they agreed with you.
Yes.
That's an honest answer. Thank you. What is your perception check, Kenna?
I got a 16.
Very nice. Lyeldan, make a perception check.
Sight or hearing?
Hearing, please.
Okay. Oh wait, add one more to that because it's 2. That's right, not 1. So 16.
Lyeldan, you begin to stir in your sleep. It's the middle of the night, and you hear the sound of rummaging through a possession. Rummaging. You hear rummaging.
Okay, general rummaging.
General rummaging.
Usually never a good rummaging.
The GM never mentions good rummagings.
No. I would stir awake and try to not immediately like jump up, but try to perhaps simply, kind of like mask the whole like, oh, I'm just tossing / rolling over in my sleep, but try to turn to possibly get a better angle at seeing what the source of the rummaging sound was.
You look at the rummaging and you see a figure. It's too dark to see, but a figure seems to be going through your things.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Oh my. I would trying to think of to say. I would slowly sit upright and speak out. I would find it ill-wise to continue what you're doing right now.
The figure turns towards your direction, and before you realize what's happening, roll me a dexterity check, please, as something attacks you.
Oh my god!
Buddy.
20. You dodge out of the way, so you are going to take half a damage as a surge of flame, some sort of magical flame, erupts from the location of the person, and you take 10 points of penetrating fire damage.
It's not me, I swear.
Totally her.
When you take 10 points of fire damage, the entire being before you almost looks like the being is wreathed in flames. And then right in front of you, it turns into a wisp of smoke and flies off. You can sort of see a trail of embers flying off towards the peak of the mountain. The good news is your bag seems to still be there. But whether or not everything in that bag is accounted for is up to you to determine.
Damn it. I immediately grab the bag and quickly. I'll say I know what I'm looking for. I immediately look for the eye of Frostback first.
It's gone.
Yep.
Nemetos is still there though. But
right, I had it.
Nemetos. You probably would be sleeping with that thing.
Yeah.
The eye is gone.
I love you so much.
Oh, shut. Are the others nearby me?
Yes, Halasair, who was supposed to have had that watch, is nowhere to be found for some reason.
Oh.
Allie, baby, what you do?
What'd I do?
I immediately call to the others. I don't want to yell because I don't want to risk bothering anybody, but say that Lyeldan is immediately calling to the others to get up, and immediately has been making a mad dash. Like, this is like in the middle of him, like grabbing his whatever is easy enough to be portable, and is already starting to make his way back up the mountain with haste.
Okay.
What?
Right.
What's going on?
I don't know. Lyeldan woke us up and he's just running. He's like, let's go, and ran up the hill.
What? Oh.
You all notice that Halasair is missing.
Where's Holly?
Maybe
Great.
she's with him? Maybe? Probably go?
It was her watch. Yes, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
So we're off.
You guys make your way up the mountain as quickly as you possibly can. Lucky Jack, you and Alexandria are able to follow the trail of embers in the air towards what appears to be another desolate Avari compound. This is Eagle Reach. On the very far end, you will see a medium-sized being, again, wreathed in flames, completely wreathed in flames. Halasair, make a willpower save, please.
Sure. Is there any kind of specialization like...
Discipline is fine.
Okay, I do have that one. Where's my self-discipline?
Holy Trinity. Faith.
Yep. Always keep the Holy Trinity. There you are. Discipline. 19.
19. Halasair, you will be able to break out of your whatever it is happening to you right now temporarily. Right now, you find yourself in surroundings that you're not familiar with. You're not in camp anymore. The last thing that you remember was you were keeping watch, and for as far as you could tell, you were wide awake. But then, some vision kept popping into your head. It's the same vision that you saw back earlier on in the campaign of the somebody being burned at the stake, a pyre. And somebody is screaming as that person is being burned at the stake.
Okay. Is there... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You will see Lucky Jack and Alexandria running up to you. In fact, let us go ahead and change the map.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot.
Let's do it.
Not that map. This map.
Okay. Bring it.
You guys aren't there yet, but Lyeldan and Halasair are. I'm just positioning you guys.
That's done.
Go ahead and zoom out. There we are. Okay.
So you have a moment. Halasair, you have a moment to be able to speak with your role.
Okay. With that vision that I'd seen previously, did I feel... If memory serves, and again, that's a maybe, didn't she have some sort of, like, connection to being burned, or was it did she have that connection to the person screaming at the burning?
I kept it very vague.
Okay.
But I will say that it is a lot more vivid, and it feels like you're perceiving this not as the person in the pyre. You are perceiving it as somebody who is watching the person burning in the pyre.
Okay.
Witnessing this, yes.
Sure. Do I have any idea of what I've just done?
I would say no. You have no idea. You're somewhere where you don't know where you are, and Lyeldan is running up to you, and you don't know where your companions are.
I just randomly woke up. Okay.
But your entire body is wreathed in flames, and you can't turn it off. No matter how hard you try, you can't turn it off.
Okay, that's the important bit. So since Lyeldan's the only one there right now, run!
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh no!
Everyone roll initiative.
What?
Including Halasair. Halasair,
Sure.
for all of your rolls, add another 2d6 to your attack rolls.
Add another...
To your attack rolls, to your damage rolls, to your saves, everything. Another 2d6 to everything.
Holy crap. I'm so scared. Oh my god.
21,
Sweet.
2 20s.
So that's gonna...
Can't deal. Not Hallie. I trusted you.
Guys,
I trusted me too!
alright. Rachel, make this quick.
With pleasure.
I'm ready.
No, my magic roll is still shitty.
Starting at the top, Halasair. You unfortunately are not yourself, and your goal is to kill.
Yeah.
Do you have Nemetos unsheathed? Lyeldan,
Yeah.
or you don't?
At this point, I have it unsheathed.
It is glowing brightly in the night.
Um.
Although you do not have full hit points, unfortunately.
Nope.
I thought you knew healer.
Fudge.
Yeah.
What do you do, Halasair?
So question, since she's not in control of herself, but she still apparently has all of her hits and then some, how does that apply to her auras? Sorry, guys.
It benefits you and whoever is fighting with you.
Okay, so I can still use the auras for my team.
Yes.
Your team of one.
Yes, my team of one.
Yep.
Okay. Well then, we are going to... Oh god, this is gonna screw myself over so much. Alright, so, for a...
Remember to add 2d6 to all your rolls.
Yeah. Let's start with what we know. I'm fire.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. I would like to do an area of effect. Burn.
Yes.
Probably. Probably around here or so to get most of my friends.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Oh man, it's alright. It's alright.
My magic still sucks. We have a chance.
Roll a magic roll, please. This is whatever she rolls, and in addition, remember with your 2d6, whatever she rolls, that's what you have to beat with a dexterity check.
Oh.
Dexterity check to take half the
Girl.
damage.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Dex check. Oh my god.
Of course. That's an 18.
18. You have to beat an 18. Halasair, roll me 9d6. 9d6, please.
Oh my goodness.
None of us. Oh god.
Kevin, did we just roll the same thing again?
That would be 27.
Yeah, we did.
This is what happens when we
27.
tell Hawk to give us more difficult combat.
Yeah. Halasair is difficult combat.
Dang.
Yeah.
The combat I had was alright, but now we're starting right off.
Yeah. So yeah, that's 27.
So we
Okay.
take 27 damage? Holy crap!
Yeah, you all take 27 fire damage if you didn't make your save. If you made your save, you would have taken half. Lyeldan,
I
you're
don't
up.
think any of us can.
Keep track of your
Oh,
hit
man.
points, Halasair.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you don't have as many hit points as a archdemon like Theoben does.
Hey, he's only ahead by a few. We're buddies.
All right.
Would Lyeldan be able to recognize that this is Hallie?
Roll a perception, please.
Okay, I'll assume sight, so no bonus. But
Perception seeing, yes.
yep.
15. I would say no, because you don't know her well enough. You didn't interact with her
Gotcha.
much at all. You interacted with Cedric, and you were interacting
Right.
with Kenna, but not with Halasair, so I would say no.
Gotcha. Then yes, I'm going to. It's so hard to view the grid on this for some reason because all the other lines. It's like it's a grid overlaid over a grid, but So I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I'll move there, and I'm going to strike her.
And as an immediate reaction, she will bark at you, and you are now subtracting a d4 from the attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. This is an episode that was already like one of the most like overpowered things from the last time. So first, I'm going to roll the dex. I'm going to first roll the dex roll, which is this one. 20.
Okay.
Will that hit?
Does that hit, Hallie?
Let me quickly double check. Where are we? Okay, where are you? There we go. All right, yeah, I've got that. That hits.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So subtract 2d4.
Okay. Subtract 2d4 from that. Yes.
Okay. So I'll subtract. So from this damage roll, let's see. Okay. Not a bird.
And then while he's
Oh no, it was
that-
actually a 1d4, unless
1d4.
it's something
1d4.
else from this effect.
Okay.
and
So
while
let me.
he's figuring that out, Kenna, go ahead. While you're
Question, Hark.
yes.
Because I think I didn't know if I asked it or not properly, or if I worded that properly. The 2d6 rule with her, that applies to when she's dealing damage. What about when she's receiving damage?
Not when she's receiving damage.
Damn,
Not when she's receiving
Okay.
damage. No.
All right, so here comes the damage roll. And...
Come on, Nematos. Oh, Nematos.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Is any of that piercing?
The 1d6 and the 1d4 from magic runes.
Yes.
One being lightning, one being
Right.
shut up, you bad. Of the I think it was like tree or lightning.
So 2
something.
points of penetrating. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So she's a master of her armor, so that's halved.
Gotcha.
That's half. Okay.
So 1.
Yep.
I
You
did
hit
1
me?
point. I hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Kenna, you're up. What do you
Okay, do we notice that it's Hallie, or do we just see a big flaming
do?
monster?
You will be able to put 2 and 2 together. You will be able to
Okay.
put 2 and 2 together.
Can I attempt to use my bracer to take away her magic?
You may.
Like, nullify hers?
You may.
Oh god,
Hallie.
you guys, this is the rolls of rolls.
Roll a pose. Remember to add your 2d6. Roll a pose magic.
Oh,
Oppose
no.
magic. Let's see it.
Please, dice gods, let them be ones.
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
Not
no.
you, Kenna.
You
might
didn't
botch.
specify to the dice god.
Hallie might botch. Let's see if she botches.
See, I am kind of right that I botched up the. Oh.
Yeah,
no,
now
no,
I'm
no,
rolling
no.
like God.
5s, man. What?
Ah.
You can still do a minor action, Kenna.
I'm going to pull out my staff and activate single weapon style, and that's it.
Okay. Cedric, you're up. That campfire is not a blaze. Well, no, that campfire is probably is a blaze because
Hallie.
Hallie's right there.
I probably
So
walked
the
over
campfire
it.
is a blaze.
Whoosh.
Let's lightning over there.
Nice.
Yes.
What?
Roll a
You
magic
can-
roll.
Oh, you can do that? Dang.
Yeah.
You can, yeah. We have
Okay.
elemental powers.
Lyeldan, you see it on your peripheral. Cedric transforms into a bolt of lightning and he zooms wherever it is you want to go. Cedric, you can go anywhere on that map, really. Anywhere you want.
Nice.
All right, let's go right up to there.
And with an 18, you can make an extra attack roll at the end of your lightning move, if you want to make an attack.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Add extra 2d6 of damage to this with your momentum.
Just don't push in the fire, because that'd be kind of counterproductive right now.
Actually, yes.
there's the attack
Might
roll.
make it worse.
Oh, nice.
20 will hit. Roll for damage and.
Does that add 2d6 to the attack roll or the damage roll?
To the damage.
Oh, sweet,
2d6
nice.
to the damage.
And 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage to Hallie.
Nice. Okay.
How long could you do
And
that?
how much is soakable and how much is not at this point?
It's not penetrating, so
None of it is
Okay.
penetrating.
All right, so just normal then. Okay. Cool.
Does this, Esbjorn will look towards Kenna as if not sure what to do. What do you tell Esbjorn to do? Do you want Esbjorn to attack or stay put?
Can I have him circle around? Sort of like,
Sure.
yeah, like there.
So he'll circle around there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll circle around there. I don't know if he can
Gotcha.
move that far. Well, he can double move. Alexandria comes in growling, pounces. Does a 17 hit your armor, Alistair?
That is.
Okay.
Yes.
The Warhound does. The Mabari Hound does. 14 points of damage that you can resist, all of which is resistible.
Okay, no problem.
Suddenly, right next to Halasair, there are these two flashes of greenish-looking light. Boom.
Yeah.
As two giant pride demons appear
Interesting.
next to her.
That's not good.
One of the pride demons next to Cedric rushes over. The other pride demon raises up his hands above his head and forms this green ball of energy and then crosses it so that it again hits as an area of effect on Owlette, pretty much on Owlette, Andrea, Kenna, and Theobin. All of you roll a dexterity check, please.
Okay. Should be good, guys. Should be really good.
Are there focuses on this or no?
Focus in dodge or
There's acrobatics.
tumble? Acrobatics. Acrobatics is what it is.
Okay.
19 is 19 is half damage.
Yeah.
The
Good.
DC is 15. 15 is the DC. 19 will take half damage. All right. The total damage is 19, by the way. 19 damage.
Okay.
Kevin, one of the two demons comes towards you. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, I'm not doing well.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is good, guys. We're
Cedric,
gonna live.
The first hit takes 26 damage. The second hit does 22 damage, and he lifts you up into the air just like an ogre does. So you're off your feet up into the air, and it looks like if you stay grappled with him, he probably is going to hit you a good one, like in the next round. So,
Okay.
Just so you know, did everybody else take their damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Painful.
Very painful.
They're spread out or something.
Theobin, you're up.
Theobin's gonna ready and apply his sleeping potion
Nice.
to his arrow. But as that takes 2 minors to ready and apply, that's all he can do.
Okay.
Okay.
Owlette's up. First, Acorn flies around the demon that just threw the ball, and the demon starts swatting at the owl, but the owl is too fast, and while he's swatting, it leaves him open for Owlette. He basically digs his fists into the ground, and then a few yards away from him, these large branches erupt from the ground and starts to latch onto the demon's arms. So the demon is now like bound by these branches just came up from the ground, almost as if they were extending from Owlette's fists, Owlette's hands that he's dug into the ground. So right now he's struggling. Andrea, you're up.
Okay. As a free action, I'm gonna put heroism on Owlette.
Nice. So Owlette has how many extra?
6.
6 temporary? Okay.
And then as my minor, I'm gonna go all spirit healer. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then I'd like to group heal because I can get everybody.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think
So,
this.
Halacer, get ready to go.
Yes.
And Lyeldan, you're after that.
Gotcha.
So why don't you go ahead while Kimberly determines how much she's healing. Go ahead.
okay.
21?
Okay. So I passed. So I'm just gonna do. I think it's 3d6 for everybody. So. Yeah.
Heal me, Andrea.
Nice.
Team.
Good job.
Sweet.
All right. Halacer,
my
go.
Okay, so as a minor,
You have a team of 3 now.
I do. So anyone who is now within 8 yards of me is going to get a +1 defense and
Okay.
+1 on willpower and morale.
Nice. Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, anytime. She's facing off with Cedric.
Mm,
The showdown we've all been waiting for.
Dun, dun, dun!
Yeah, but Hallie doesn't normally get an extra 2d6 in this year.
Yeah.
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 Cedric likes a challenge. Oh yeah, he's in the air.
20 will hit.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
20 damage.
20 damage.
Which one is the last 2 penetrating?
The last 2 is penetrating fire. Yes, penetrating
Okay.
fire. So it's 10 penetrating.
Oh boy.
Left hand of the divine.
Cedric's still up in the air, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to quickly turn my attention to the pride demon that has him
Mhm.
up in the air,
Yeah.
and I am going to strike at its legs.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
Okay.
That will. That will miss. Unfortunately, that will miss.
Okay. With a minor action, I will just issue command to Alexandria to basically just I'll have Alexandria focus its attention on the demon and away from
Okay.
Hallie.
Kenna, you're up, and then Cedric after that.
Okay. Okay. Can I hold my turn until
Yes.
Andrea's about to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
I'm
remind
gonna do
me.
that.
Just remind
Yes.
me when you get to Andrea. Cedric, you're up, and then it'll be Theoben after Esbjorn and Alexandria.
So how do I get out of this grapple?
Roll a might. 20. Nice. I rolled a 17. With sheer force, Cedric, you're able to break your grapple from the creature, which means that now you may act normally. You may act normal as you'd like.
All right. He will. Can he see? She took the eye, right?
I don't know if he knows that. I don't think he knows
Oh,
that.
okay. But is she holding it?
No,
Okay. All right.
No.
Then he's gonna
it's
attack.
not in view.
He's gonna attack the pride demon.
Go ahead.
He's kind of pissed.
Right, so.
Understandably.
Yes, I think that's understandable.
That's 22 with a 6-point stun.
That will hit. Roll for damage with your stun points.
Lethal blow, which is 5, and isn't skirmish 1.
Skirmish is a 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So he's gonna
Well,
do.
you can skirmish them 2 yards in any direction for 1 point each. So if it was more than 2 yards, then more points.
Yeah, he'll skirmish.
Go ahead.
So
19
damage.
damage. Yep. Good.
and he's just gonna hit this guy back 2 yards.
Nice.
Nice.
Esbjorn will go around, pounce, and charge, and bite into the thigh of the creature as dark blood splurts everywhere.
Yeah.
He deals
Woo. 1,000,000 damage. Yeah.
22
His
22
modifier
points
is
of
actually
damage.
plus a million.
Nice.
Yes, yeah.
What? You.
Alexandria pounces and actually pounces on top of the shoulder of the creature. So now Alexandria is on its shoulders and then digs her jaws down into the fleshy, pulsating bits. Again, dealing 15 points of damage to the creature.
Oh. They're so good together.
Theobin
man.
and Owlet, and then Andrea. Theobin, then Owlet, then Andrea. Go ahead, Theobin.
Well, now that Theobin slicked his arrow with sleeping potion, he's going to shoot it at Halifair.
Nice. Go ahead. Roll an attack roll. 30, that'll hit.
Oh
And then
yeah.
Tally can make a save. Remember your plus 2d6. What is the save?
Okay.
I don't know if you sent me information on the
Save is.
save.
Let's say that you roll your poison check. Roll a poison
Okay,
check for the
yeah, I can
save.
do that.
Beat his poison check and
Okay.
see if that takes you out.
Okay, and I'm gonna guess that is going to be like a.
I will say that's going
Or
to
is
be a
it like a
willpower.
con? Oh, will? Alright.
I would say no,
Whichever.
con. It's a poison. Con. Poison.
Okay. Con is a poison.
Con.
I was just about to sing it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry.
it's addictive. Sorry.
So straight con, and then we have to
Oh.
add plus
That
2d6.
beats it. Okay.
Do you want me to even roll the extra 2d6?
No, I think you've saved,
Yeah,
saved
it
against
has.
it. Does anything happen on a save at all, Theobin? It just doesn't work, I guess.
I don't know. Like, it was the poison that I got from the creature that attacked us in camp. And you just said it was like a rupee drink. kind of thing.
Okay. So Halaster, what I will say is that you can only make one action per round.
Okay.
So this next
That's
turn,
something.
you can only make one action.
Alright, no problem.
Does she take damage as well from the arrow?
Yes, roll the damage from the arrow, please.
Mhm.
Okay.
20 damage with the arrow, Halaster.
Okay. Alright, so that is gonna be. Okay, come on.
Okay. Owlet will squeeze. The branches will squeeze the creature. The creature howls in pain as it takes. Oh, I rolled very badly. 8 points of damage. However, Owlet lands on the forehead of the creature and viciously starts pecking at its eyes,
Ooh, nice.
dealing an additional 10 points of damage, and the creature is blinded on his left eye.
Good bird.
Yeah.
Andrea, and then back to Halaser.
I believe Kenna wanted me to do something.
Oh yes, Kenna wants
Yes.
to do something.
Okay, so before I see her casting her magic, I'll go up to her and like, turn me into water.
And I'll be like,
Oh.
alright!
I love it!
Okay.
All right.
I'll just like clasp her hand and like, no, I'll do the
Roll your
warrior
magic rolls,
grab.
please.
Oh, here we
Let's
go.
do
Here
it.
we go.
I know, I'm so excited.
Wonder Twin powers
9?
activate.
It's alright.
Nine.
It's not horrible. 18.
18.
Alright. Andrea helps you out. So, Kenna, you will now be in water form. And you can act normally this turn before Andrea goes. Andrea, basically you used your major action with this. Just so you know.
Yep. That's fine.
But Kenna, you will be able to actually I will let you make a minor action, but not a major action. Minor action.
Okay.
Not a major. So if you want to
Alright,
move,
well, I'm just moving. If I sink into the ground, does that lessen my movement?
because it's snow, it will actually quicken your movement because snow is an elemental form of water. So you can go.
Cool.
You can add an
I'm
extra movement.
beelining it to Hallie.
You can easily make it to Hallie. Easily.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I don't know if you want to be on that side of her or wherever you want.
I kind of want to be underneath her.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna stay underneath ground.
That's fine.
No.
Andrea, you have a minor action left.
Well, I'd like to use my free to put heroism on Ced too.
Cedric, good. Gets extra 6 temporary hit
He's a
points.
little boo-booed. And then I'm just gonna like move if I can.
You can.
So,
Palisade,
I don't want
you're
to be
up,
this close to people.
followed by Lyeldan.
Well, everyone's gathered so nicely. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna do another flame burst on my friends.
Okay. Roll a magic roll, please.
That's an 18.
18. All right. You have to make an acrobatics roll. Cedric and Lyeldan and Kenna.
Even when I'm under the ground?
Yeah. It's an area
Okay.
effect, so yeah.
Okay.
You'll take less damage. Cedric and Lyeldan and Kenna. You have to beat a 18. No.
Oh,
Okay.
so close.
All right. Palisade, roll 66.
Ah, thank goodness.
19 points of fire damage. Kenna, you'll take 2. I'll have you take 2/3 of that. So 12 points of fire damage. 12 points of fire damage to Kenna. Everyone else takes
Right.
19. How is Cedric looking?
He's fine.
All right. Lyeldan, you're up.
Okay. All right. So Cedric is no longer in the air, so that's good.
Yes.
I guess then I will probably again. I want the Eye of Andraste back first and
Mhm.
foremost, so I'm still going to be focusing on
Mm-hmm.
Hallie. So, having turned my attention back to her, now have I figured it out that it's Hallie, or am I still just seeing
Yes.
fiery beasts?
I will
Okay.
say yes.
All right. Understanding that this is still sort of a companion, I'm going to try something possibly non-conventional because that's just the kind of person I've been since season
Do
1.
it.
Do it, Lucky Jack.
I'm going to the equivalent of throwing a snowball, but I'm going to hurl as much snow on the ground that I can grab at her.
Okay. Sure. I'll say roll a ranged attack roll, which is your dex. 16.
16 with a
And
stunt.
may I ask what your
No, it's not
intention
with you.
is? What is your intention for this? I'm just trying to get your motivation. What is your intention?
Fire bad.
Oh, okay.
And also,
Put it out.
and also discombobulate her, whatever. It's
Yes,
no
yes,
one's
yes.
going to expect in a fight like this that a giant heap of snow is going to be thrust like off that down.
Lyeldan starts pelting you with snowballs, Palisade, which actually weakens your flame slightly. Not as much, but it might matter. It might matter. And
I mean,
Only
I
you
was-
can prevent heli fires.
I wasn't thinking about like a snowball. I was thinking like just like
yeah,
like bigger
yeah,
than
just
a
like
snowball.
just put.
Not just like
Yeah. He tries to somehow put snow on you so that it puts out the fire somewhat and maybe disorient you. With the intent to disorient. Cedric, you're up.
Cedric is going to take a 5-foot step up and continue to beat on this
Roll an attack roll. Mhm.
this guy. 21 points
21.
of damage.
Alright, that's good. Esbjorn bites, does 14 points of damage. Alexandria does 15 points of damage.
Woo woo.
Yeah.
Good puppy.
Those two are so cute together.
nice.
The demons get to go. The one in front of Cedric takes Alexandria, hurls it towards Cedric,
Oh.
hurls the dog towards Cedric. Cedric, your AC again?
14.
That will miss. Alexandria ends up over here in the
no,
snow.
wait. I want to catch it.
Wants to catch the dog.
Catch it.
Aw.
He will continue to try to wrestle with the bear, and he tries to dig his claws deep into Esbjörn's fur. Esbjörn howls in pain as some blood comes out of his fur, taking 21 points of damage.
Oh no!
The other one makes a strength roll, breaks free from the branches, and he will begin charging towards Owlette. Tries to
Get him,
strike at
Owlette. Get him!
Hits and deals 19 points of damage to Owlette. Theobin, you're
It
up.
hurts.
And then Owlette, and then Kenna.
His sleeping potion's already readied. He has 1 dose left of the stuff, so he's gonna try to shoot Alistair again.
Good. Yep, that'll hit. Halacer. And roll an opposed. And Theobin, go ahead and feel free to roll your poison check, please. Let's see if this works.
It'd be so helpful if it did.
16. All those ones.
We wasted all our 6s on leveling up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Alright, the con, and then plus 2d6.
Yeah, not enough.
So,
You'll only be able
The
to take
snowballs
one.
the snowballs did nothing to disorient that.
Yes.
I want my snowballs to match.
They were very well constructed.
Well, we'll say
That's
that
cute. That's cute.
we'll say that nullified the extra 2d6, in which case she still would have succeeded. Theobin did roll 2 ones.
okay.
Theobin rolled 2 ones, so unfortunately that wasn't going to be enough. But thank you. Yes, it would have done. You did something, Lucky Jack. Unfortunately, wasn't enough.
Gotcha.
But it was a good, very creative try. Very clever try.
Alright.
Owlette.
Yeah, I don't think I could do anything about that.
Owlette removes his fist from the ground, and he will do a punching strike, like a hook strike across the demon's face, dealing the demon 19 points of damage. Acorn continues pecking at the other eye to try to blind the creature even further, dealing 14 points of damage. The other eye is still good, but it looks like it's going to be blinded very soon. Kenna, you're up, and then Andrea.
Okay. I don't know if I can do this in 1 turn, but I want to basically encapsulate her form into mine, and then I want to use my bracer to try and nullify her again.
Roll a magic roll, and then Halacer, use an oppose, but you do not have the extra 2d6 because of what Lyeldan did.
Thank goodness.
You don't have the extra 2d6.
Whips, Theobin also had damage from his arrow.
I was just about to ask.
Yes, he does. He does. So you can
So,
take damage.
like,
19 damage to Halacer.
Okay.
And then after that, you can do your
Thank
opposed.
you.
I got a 19
You
with
got a
5 points
19.
left.
Yep.
Okay, just a moment.
Triple 5s, girl.
Triple 5s, Halacer.
Yeah, that will also give you a stunt against me. Cough, cough.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know magic. I don't think I get magic stunts with my bracer. I think it's just pizzazz. Ravel dabble.
I mean, there's some good ones.
8.
That's more like me.
So, Lucky Jack, your efforts did succeed in helping with this round. You were able to allow Kenna to encapsulate Halacer in water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Halacer, effectively all of your bracer powers are currently null and void at the moment.
That's okay.
Null and void. You cannot use your fire abilities anymore, but you can still use your regular abilities.
Can she breathe inside me while I'm like?
No, she cannot. So,
You want to
Halacer, you will have to
or-
hold your breath. But remember, each round is only 6 seconds long. Most people can hold their breath for quite some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrea, you're up.
Okay,
And
I'm
then
gonna
Halacer.
group heal again because everybody's getting hurt really bad.
Can you reach everybody?
I think I can, yeah, because they're all within 10 squares of me.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
I should be good.
Okay, group heal. While you're doing that, Halacer, go.
Something just occurred to me. Should I be taking some sort of penalty or anything? Because she has her magical innate fear of drowning.
Oh, yes, she does.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she
The
does.
unfortunate thing, it's not you, it's somebody else. So you
Ah.
have a fear of drowning, the other person does not have a fear of
Oh,
drowning.
great! I'm sure that
But
will
it's
rear its
good,
head later
but that
on.
was a good question, thank you. So go ahead, Alistair.
So then, what is it going to take for me to extricate myself from this living pile of water?
Your guess is as good as mine.
At least
Okay.
one
If you,
towel.
if you want to be creative, try to be
Just one
creative.
towel. I can't use
Took a second to.
Everybody can go up by 6. It wasn't much, but it's something. And
Everyone goes up by
Definitely
6.
and I'd put heroism on Kenna too. No, not Kenna. The bear, Esbjorn.
Yeah,
He's been hurt really bad. Yeah.
Oh, poor Esbjorn. Alright, and I'm already stuck with a 1, so it's pretty much none or nothing. Alright. That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help me. And she's formless.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, during our trip, actually, no, she hasn't had that much time as water. So I don't think I really have any logical way of
You might-
deducing.
We can realistically say you spend the entire round deciding what to do.
Or I could also, while I'm doing that, take my one action and take her and me into the fire.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Let's
Yeah.
have some fun.
You move into the fire. Now, the fire is not magical in nature, so we'll say that.
Fire would be extinguished? That's,
Well,
that's
it'll still. The fire.
Ah, you're all cold now.
The fire. Well, Kenna, we'll say that you take 11 points of fire damage. 11 points of penetrating fire damage, and the fire, that portion, it's a large fire. That portion will start to become extinguished, but not entirely.
Okay.
Lyeldan and then Cedric. Go ahead, Lyeldan.
Okay. So I just witnessed a amorphous blob of water surround the thing I was kind of fighting into the
Snowballs
fire.
are super effective.
They were. It's been a rough one. So I am going to leave them to what's going on over there. I'm going to go over here to help out the tree man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to because this pride demon's still tussling out with Acorn.
Yep.
Who, glad to see he's gotten better at flying again.
Yep.
So I'm going to strike at him,
Go ahead.
and I will aim, just body blow, whatever. Alexandria's taking care of the other one behind me. That he'll be fine.
Yep.
I'll do. So let me roll the attack roll.
14.
Oh, with a stunt.
And a stunt. I'll say with the stunt you'll hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. Thank you.
However, in order to use the stunt to hit, you won't be able to use the stunt points for damage. So
Understood.
just go ahead. Roll your damage. Come on,
Am I-
Nemetos.
Am I still feeling that aura that Hallie put on me earlier?
I think so.
The aura doesn't go away. It's part of her champion aspect.
Gotcha.
But there was something that you did to Lyeldan specifically, not the aura.
Yeah, that was just that was a one-time
One time.
negative. Yeah.
Oh, one time. Okay, so then I no longer have.
No
that,
longer
so-
has it. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Julio.
Roll for damage, Nemetos. 16. Beautiful.
Okay.
And how many of that was penetrating?
The 2d4 and the 1d6.
9 of it was
are-
penetrating. Nice. Okay. All right. Cedric, and then it will be Theoben after that. Go ahead, Cedric.
Okay. He's going to attack.
That will hit. Roll for damage.
Can I use a bracer power?
Yes.
And instead of doing lightning, can I do like a thunder kind of strike? So like it does like sonic damage or something?
Yes, you may.
Ooh, nice.
22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. You thrust your weapon towards the creature, and then you basically thrust your halberd into the creature's chest, and then this rumble kind of this rumble can be heard in his stomach, reverberating up through his body, and then his ears pop out with this dark blood as this thunderous sound comes from its ears, and then it falls over dead. The demon falls over dead.
Sir Ashwood.
Yeah.
Very creative. And you still have a minor action if you'd like to take it.
Yeah. He's going to... He can move up to right there, I believe.
Okay. The demon flails around, hitting everyone that's adjacent to him, which is Kenna, Lyeldan, Alexandria, and Owlette. Mrs. Kenna hits Lyeldan, hits Owlette, hits Alexandria. So everyone that got hit, Kenna, you didn't take any damage. So Lyeldan, you take 14 points of damage.
Is that penetrating or
No, not penetrating.
Okay.
So you can resist
Gotcha.
a bunch of it.
Okay,
Owlette
cool.
takes 17, Alexandria takes 20. Theoben, and then Owlette, and then Kenna.
Theoben is going to apply Deathroot extract
Okay.
and then hit Palisair again.
Go ahead. 27 will hit.
Oh god, yes.
Okay.
We're gonna have a hallucinating demon on our hands.
Yes. Make a roll without your bonuses, Halisair.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You didn't make it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I've done the 1d6. So, okay, the character believes one of their comrades has backstabbed them or is otherwise plotting their demise. On the next turn, the character can only take the defend action and yell in outrage at their betrayer.
Yes. And in this case, the demon.
Not completely inaccurate.
The demon is your betrayer. Yes. And does damage from the arrow?
And damage.
Yes.
Yep.
22 damage with the arrow.
Ooh.
She's still looking pretty good.
Owlette does a knee. Knees the Pride Demon, dealing another 14 points of damage.
That's neat.
Kenna, you're up, followed by Andrea.
Okay. I don't know if I would have to use. I want to shove my hand down her throat so she quickly drowns.
Oh, clever.
Like I want.
Wow.
That's some like
Roll a
Mortal Kombat stuff
dexterity.
there now.
Yeah, I know. Roll a dexterity, please.
Dexterity.
I forget the name of the girl. I forget the name of the girl from Mortal
She's
Kombat.
also trying to shout at the Pride Demons as this is going on as well, so you can kind of hit.
I got a 19 with a 2 point stun.
Halisair, roll an opposed stamina, please. You do not have your bonuses. And I know that Kenna has a stunt.
Yes. I don't know how that works.
12. Alright. So, Halisair, you're gonna start drowning. But again, it's not you drowning, it's somebody else drowning. So you're not gonna be scarred for life at the moment. So you can't do anything for the...
As long as the real her's mind is fast asleep, we're good.
Halisair, from that, take 10 points of penetrating damage. 10 points of penetrating damage from that. How is your hit points still okay?
Oh yeah, totally. No, I don't think I'm having. That's full, isn't it? Yeah, she's under half in out of character terms, but yeah, she's still plodding on.
That's fine. Andrea and then Halisair. Go ahead, Andrea.
Okay, I'd like to alter one of my spells with my bracer.
You may. Roll
So I'd like to kind of move right here, and do a flame blast, but make it water.
Nice.
So it's 2x2, so it'd be like
Yep.
that. So I don't know how you want me to roll that, but
Magic roll
like,
first, please. 15?
15?
Okay, roll what you normally would roll to cast a spell.
Okay.
20?
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah.
And this does damage, right?
It does damage. She can roll Dex Acrobatics, and so can the demon to avoid it.
demon doesn't have
I don't
much
know if Kenna
acrobatics.
would need to, but because
It
it's
fails.
water.
Water.
It fails the acrobatics, yeah. I would
Okay,
say
so-
Kenna would not need to.
So it's not a super big spell, but we'll see.
Now, is
we'll
this
see.
water or is this ice? Are you
Water.
Water? Okay. So you will splash him so it'll take force damage. Roll whatever damage you normally would roll and add 7. Add another 2d6 to that.
Nice.
12.
Oh.
19 points of force damage against the creature. Very good. Nice. It's looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty unhealthy.
Is the fire sort of extinguished by that
Yes.
sum?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Halaser, you're up. You can't do anything this turn because you're drowning.
Yeah.
But I will let you make another opposed stamina check against Kenna's original roll.
Oh,
Right.
original. Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll.
And that's a 15.
Not enough. Not with her stunt. Lyeldan, you're up. And then Cedric. And then Alexandria, apparently. Go ahead, Lyeldan.
Got it. Sorry, I had to think of something important. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm gonna strike at the I guess
Good.
I'll continue. Yeah, I guess I'll continue fighting the thing.
Okay.
So throw the old
18.
And
Roll for
18.
damage.
okay, that was go back up the top there.
Oh, look at that. Someone drew a smiley face on the top pride demon.
Does look like I think it's dead. It was me.
I know.
Okay, 4 plus 2.
18.
18.
Okay. Lyeldan,
With 11 points penetrating.
Lyeldan, give me a cinematic of you killing
Yay.
this demon.
Yay!
Yay!
It's another time of this. Jam Nemetos into its collar and give like a sort of a spinning motion to basically decapitate the pride demon.
Nice. His head just lopped off, falls thunk onto the snow with blood splattering, dripping and staining the snow next to it. Acorn flies back onto Owlet's branches, seeming very pleased with itself. And then we're still with Halaser, so Cedric, go.
Can we still attack?
If you want to. You can
Even
do
though
something
she's
else
in-
if you want.
Even though she's engulfed, though?
Oh,
Well, the
like would it
water's-
hurt me?
Right.
You're
Well,
not
it's-
sure. You don't know.
Well, Theo's arrows have been getting through. Hmm.
True.
Well, you would have taken damage off of Theo's arrows. So take whatever damage Theo gave you. That's how you take that too, Kenna.
Okay, I shouldn't have said anything.
No, it makes
Oh
sense.
no.
You really shouldn't have said anything, Sam.
Cedric, what are you gonna do?
Ooh,
God.
Yeah, Cedric's gonna attack because he didn't see the arrows.
Yeah,
so
so an attack.
Okay.
boy.
Well, then I'm dead.
No.
20 will hit. Roll for damage.
uh,
18. Halaser, okay, not only will you take 18 points of damage, please also roll me a willpower discipline roll without any bonuses.
Okay. One moment. That's gonna be another that for health. Ooh. All right, and willpower discipline. Ready, what?
14.
I'm 14.
Okay, that does not beat the damage that you were taken. So, Halaser, you start to regain control again.
Good.
So,
Oh God.
whatever came over you has, for right now, gone away, and you are back to yourself again. So if you want to say something now, because I think you've been aware of what's been happening, except for the fact that you're drowning at the moment.
No, Cedric killed me. I died with that last hit.
Oh, killed you? Or
Yeah,
Okay.
I was at 4 after Theo's, and then
Okay.
Cedric.
So
Killed
A, you no longer are drowning, so you can act. And then B, Kenna, you transform back from your water form into your corporeal form, and you slump
Hopefully not with
over.
my arm still in Hallie's mouth.
Yes, without your arm. You do not have your arm. And you slump over. And are you dead? Or are you conscious?
I mean, I'm past 0.
Okay,
I was
so
at
you're
4 after Theo's.
Dead. But
Yeah.
what does
I'm
Andrea?
unconscious.
Does Andrea about to do something?
As soon as I can, yeah. I'm gonna save my girl.
Do you have a resurrection spell? Like a
Yeah.
resurrection, like match in.
Yeah, I have revival.
Revival. I
Nice.
recommend you do it now. I recommend, and don't fail.
Don't.
Please.
If I fail, I love you guys, and I'm sorry.
I can actually. I can help.
You probably should.
I stand forward, and I hope.
Because I have 1 point left.
You probably should.
Y'all.
Yeah, a character reduced to 0 health is dying unless healing is received in 2+ Constitution rounds. Then
Right.
the character dies.
So as far as the help,
2+ Constitution.
I can go ahead and give Andrea my last point, so she can add a D4 to.
Yes. Go ahead and
her
roll that D4,
roll.
Alisair.
Here's my magic roll.
14.
14. It's enough to hit it. That hits my thing.
Okay. So let's do this.
Dying subject to you immediately gains 10 plus con plus magic.
Let's play this out. So now that we've
Okay.
made all the rolls, so Cedric struck Halisair. Henna transforms back and falls over. Halisair is back to herself, but everybody else doesn't know necessarily she's back to herself. Excuse me.
Right.
The fire is gone. She's no longer wreathed in flame. So I will allow Halisair to speak first before we move on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I figure catching herself, she's probably toppling, if not directly on top of Kenna, then off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And all she can do is just hold up an arm. It's me. It's me.
Okay.
Barf.
Oh no.
And while that's happening, that is when Andrea realizes that Kenna is down. Does Andrea say anything verbally before she casts her spell?
Yeah, she's first gonna shout, Kenna, and then totally ignore all the random danger that might be around because she's just not paying attention to that because she's not perceptive, and she's gonna run forward and drop to her knees and channel the spirit of purpose, which is her spirit, and she'll place her hand on Kenna's heart, and I don't know if she'd actually say anything specific, but that's how she'd heal her, and
for a
you'd go up a bit.
For a moment, Kenna's heart stopped beating for a moment, but you rush over to her very quickly, and with the help of the spirit of purpose, you were able to magically revive her back. Now, she currently is still unconscious, but Andrea believes that she just needs a little bit of rest, and she should be reviving shortly. She just needs some time, but you have successfully healed her so that she's not dying anymore.
Over 0, Kenna, you've got 16 plus your con modifier.
Okay, 17.
Okay, 17.
Yeah.
What happens next?
I'm just gonna cradle her.
Oh.
And then slowly look up at Alisair.
What in the stone was that?
Halisair, after finishing her copious amounts of vomit,
Right.
will kind of look over to Kenna and Andrea, and she's not saying anything, but her hand is gripping Kenna's arm really tightly.
I'm unconscious, right? Still? I'm
You're
not
still
awake?
unconscious, but you're alive. You're just unconscious.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know.
the demons gone?
Question,
Ooh,
Hark.
Yes.
Right, yes.
So
I don't
she
know, you
broke
got 10
free,
plus.
but is there still something in her? How's she feeling?
You feel that you were fighting something to get out, and whatever that something was, it felt like it's coming from your throat, like around your throat.
Scheiße. Okay.
Oh boy.
So yeah, well, how's she gonna do this?
Can I
As
kind
she
of
makes
attack
this
them?
realization,
Mm-hmm.
she will physically recoil from Kenna.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And how far away now is Lil? Actually, it's gonna be Lil. Not gonna be. Oh no, it's gonna be Cedric. Oh, Ced. How close is Cedric?
I mean, I'm looking at the map right now. I don't know
Yeah.
where your character is right there. So
Mm-hmm.
he's where you guys are is where I believe you guys are. So
Oh,
Okay, so
I've got-
still pretty close.
I've got Kenna in my arms, so.
Yeah. So she will messily just crawl right towards Cedric. It isn't this! You need to end me! It has me! I'm fighting it! You have to stop this!
Can I try to
Do it!
We have the Eye of Andraste, don't we? Can't we fix this?
Cedric would just kind of look down at her and take out his halberd and hold it up to her.
Said.
Cedric, this should
look
only
down.
be if there's no
Fulfill
other
your
way.
vow!
You can, as she says that, you can physically see Cedric shaking his, like his hands that are grasped onto his halberd. He cocks back and swings.